Hi, welcome to the Ohsnap community. You just made an amazing choice by augmenting your phone with the world's most functional and sleekest phone grip ever made. And so in this video, I just want to talk through a couple of basic and advanced use cases and functionalities of Ohsnap. Ohsnap is no ordinary phone accessory. It has a lot of functionality, a lot of different ways to use it. So I really encourage you to try and watch this video all the way through so you can get the very best experience with your phone and Ohsnap. So let's dive in. When you get to your Ohsnap, you'll see it's the phone grip that doesn't suck. When you open it up, it has a magnetic closure on it. The way to get it out of the case is to flip it over to the back and just kind of grab it right here and just peel it open like that. You're gonna wreck the case, but that's okay, okay? And so this is what you're gonna get out of the package. This is a green Ohsnap. It's stuck to a sticky plate. It's magnetically fixed on there, so just kind of gently pull it off. There might be a little adhesive globbies or whatever sticking to it, but that's okay. And so when you free your Ohsnap, I'm going to show you now how to install it onto your phone. Ohsnap basically breaks down into two major components. You have your frame and your snap band and what we call the bottom frame. This is the part here that actually goes on your phone. So what I'm going to do is show you how to do that. So you take your phone, pretty simple, just unpeel the plastic liner here to remove it. And then what I like to do is to center my Ohsnap left and right, center it in the middle of the phone, but then justify towards the bottom, so it's about a ½ inch away from the bottom of the phone. And then, you can try and make sure if you have a logo on the back of the phone, that's usually going to be centered, so that's a good way to look at it. And you have this cavity in the middle here. And so I'm just going to kind of lay down the bottom, make sure I have it aligned, and then gradually just do that. Give it a few good presses. And so the key here is if you have a glass phone like this, I'm going directly to the glass phone. If it's glass, you may want to wait, really give it some good massaging. You may want to wait 15-30 minutes for it to make sure it cures. Because once this stuff sticks, it really sticks. If it's a plastic case or a metal case, it'll stick right away. You have no issues there. And then all you do is you take your frame and then you just slide it back in and you're good to go. So now that we have Ohsnap properly installed on our phone, I just want to talk over the basic functionality of Ohsnap and how to use it. So you probably already know this, but to actuate Ohsnap, just press on the center circle. Okay, from there, there's two primary functions, which is the kickstand function. So you're just walking into your bathroom, you want to pop it up on your vanity or whatever to watch something while you brush your teeth, you're good. And then the other reason I like this mode is because it's a really quick grip without having to go through the extra step of looping it and locking it closed. So really the way to do that is to put one finger on either side of the loop and sort of squeeze it. Not really, you can put a finger in the middle like that if you want. Some people do that. I think it's a little weird. So that's how I do it. And then to close Ohsnap, you just squeeze a little harder and then it locks into place. Put a finger through and you're Ohsnapping like a boss. And now that we have it closed, right, this is where really most of the functionality comes in, okay? Obviously, you have a really nice, stable grip. If you want to reach your phone with one hand a little bit better, you just kind of like pull on the screen down a little bit, which in return slides the frame up. So you can grab on the top of the phone, you can pull it up like that, and then you can really get your thumb all over the place. Same thing on the down. So you just kind of pull it down. Now you can reach down. Same thing with rotation, right? So I'm scrolling through my news feed or whatever. I want to rotate the landscape to watch a video. You just spin it in your hand and now you're in landscape. So the rotation and the sliding are really the two key things you need to grasp with Ohsnap because it really is what allows you to get full control over your phone with one hand. Now I'll go over some advanced usage later on in the video on that. So we've talked about closed loop and open loop, sliding and rotating. I want to talk about one more thing in the closed loop mode, which is standing your phone in portrait mode. So when your phone is in this middle position or sort of the resting position here, you can you'll angle it back like that. It's not super useful, but I use it for if I'm ever on speakerphone because it angles the speakers up towards you. If you want to have it angled towards you, obviously, all you need to do is just slide the frame up like that. That shifts the center of gravity and allows you to stand your phone up now angled towards you. And if you want to increase that angle, all you need to do is find a medium-sized object. I use my AirPods case a lot just to kind of have something to stick underneath of it, and that works. You can continue increasing the thickness to create more and more of an angle. If you want to FaceTime, you can even get it to go straight up by putting it on a mug or anything like that. And so that's the basic use cases. Now I just want to talk about how you close Ohsnap. And this is really important because a lot of people do this wrong the first time, and it's really quite important that you know how to do it. You can't just pull on it, you just have to gently push on the hook side, and that just naturally unlocks it like that. And then to close it, you really just have to press on both sides together at the same time. You can't do one and then the other. You have to do both at the same time or it won't close. And on the side with the hole, you really have to make sure you give it a good press. And one other important thing to note is that if you're trying to close Ohsnap while it's in one of the non-centered positions, so if it's in the up or down position like this, depending on how you have it set up, it might be a little harder to close the side with the hole because you're increasing the depth. There's nothing backing the underside of the snap. So it's just always easier if you close it when it's in the center position like that. Okay, now that we've gone through the opening, the installation, the basic usage of Ohsnap, I want to go over some general care items as well. One of those things is the cycling of Ohsnap. Every time you open and close Ohsnap, that counts as one cycle. The way Ohsnap is currently designed today is good for about 15,000 of those cycles, which in most normal circumstances is going to last you well past the life of your phone. However, if you're one of those people who are just going to sit on the couch watching Netflix all night and just popping it, it may reduce the lifespan of Ohsnap. So just keep that in mind. One of the other important things is when your Ohsnap is open and looped like this, okay? It is susceptible to damage in this mode by getting squashed from this angle right here. So if you leave it open and it's sitting on your couch or in your pocket or in your bed and you roll, lean, or sit on it, it will probably end up bending the metal inside of this and then rendering it not functional. It won't snap down anymore, it won't stay in the flat position. And so just be aware of that. I just recommend not leaving it in this position unless it's sitting on a counter somewhere. It's just not going to get stepped on or otherwise squashed. Wireless charging is something that we've talked about. It is one of the key features of Ohsnap, but remember to work with wireless charging, you have to remove this metal frame, and it's most easy to do that when it's closed and looped like this. So I just open it, loop it, and then you just kind of put your finger in it and slide it out, and now you can wireless charge just fine. Also, the box cutter functionality is one of my favorite features of Ohsnap. I use it almost daily, and it's also easiest to use that way when you have it closed and looped. It kind of fits around your finger and gives you a nice little handle, and it makes installing Ohsnap back into the phone much easier that way as well. Okay. So you want to be an Ohsnap ninja, you've come to the right place. All right, one of the best things about Ohsnap is that you can really do everything you ever need to do with your phone with one hand if you practice at it. One of the key things to learn in terms of mastering Ohsnap is how to open it, loop it, and close it with one hand. And the best way to do that is to lean your phone sort of back at you with the screen facing the ground, supporting it with your thumb, and then you press the center thing with your index finger, and then because your thumb's underneath supporting it, you can kind of loosen your grip a little bit on it and then squeeze the two bands together like that to get it to lock. Then you just slide your finger in there, and then obviously you can, whip your phone around like it's hot and not drop it. And then to undo it, it's the same thing. You just support it with your bottom thumb, press it to unloop it, and then flatten it out with your hand. All right, so that's really in and out, one hand, no fuss, which is really handy. If you're ever holding something, you have a kid in your hand or whatever it is, it's really, really handy to be able to do this. So just practice it. You're not gonna be able to do it at first. I make it look really easy because I'm awesome, but you're gonna have to practice. And so the other thing is just full range of motion, right, is one of the best things about Ohsnap. Being able to, I have this enormous phone. I have pretty big hands, but even still, In some cases, there's that button on your phone. Apple likes to put those buttons at the very top corner of the left, of the screen. I'm right-handed, and so because of the sliding and the rotating, you can really get anywhere you want on the phone just by using those two things together. And so you'll see here, it's in the basic position. I'm trying to reach the top left corner there, and I can kind of reach it, but I can only reach it with like the flat of my thumb. I can't really reach it with the pointer, and you can't really touch anything on the phone with the flat of your thumb. It's just not precise enough. So what I do is I slide it up like that, and sometimes I'll even rotate it around in my hand to where the phone's almost upside down, and then I can just tap the top corner, and then rotate it back around, slide it back down. I can do the other thing with the bottom corner. It's just like between rotating and sliding, you can really get this phone anywhere you want. And that's one of the beauties of Ohsnap. And so just practice with your Ohsnap, all right? It's not the most easy thing to learn how to do great your first time, but I promise once you get to really use it, you'll absolutely love it. So that's it. Thank you so much for being a part of the Ohsnap community. And remember, if you have any questions or concerns or problems or otherwise just need to talk to us, please don't hesitate to reach out to our email account or go to our website and fill out the form. Remember, Ohsnap is a new product we've been developing for 3 years, and we've just packed so much love and care into this thing. We want everybody to have the best possible experience. So on that note, thank you so much. See you next time.